Go back to a different camera here.
I'm going to tie on my tail. And depending on what you like, you could have less of a tail. I mean, this stuff is UV, it sticks out. So you probably don't have to have as many fibers. And I want it to be just about as long as the barb of the hook. So right about there. Depending on what you like, you could have less of a tail. I mean, this stuff is UV, it sticks out. So you probably don't have to have as many fibers.
Okay, keep talking there, homeboy.
Okay, I'm talking. You don't want to. What you don't want to do to start here is you don't want to start. I don't want to get my my thread into that. I don't want to start pulling it apart. I want it to keep its shape. And when I started to tie on my tail, it started winding in the lead, and that means I'm just going to start separating the lead at the end, and I don't want that to happen. So.
Okay, we got audio back.
We didn't have audio.
The first little bit there. Well, they didn't miss too much anyhow. It was just probably us BSing about fishing or something like that.
Or something like that. Yeah, exactly. So now we got our tail tied on, and I haven't trimmed it to length yet. And now we're going to tie on our rib, wherever that is. There it is. And this Uni Flexx stuff is really nice because it's super strong. Doesn't take up a lot of space on your hook. So at this point now, I'm going to try to get my hook back to where I want it to end, keeping my tail on the top. Or bottom, no matter how you look at it. Right about there. Does that look good? Yeah.
Looks fantastic.
Just, you don't want to crowd the end of the hook. You don't want to bring it down too far. Put yourself in a position where fish can use that material to spit it out of their face. Oh, yeah, and now, actually, I'm losing my mind. I've had a very busy day. We are just going to secure the lead a bit here. And if you so chose to do it, you could squish it as well. Take pliers and flatten it out. Give it more of a.
We want to remind our loyal followers that question and answer is open. If they have any questions, hit us up. They got me standing by right now. Permanent Fish Finder's in the house. He's monitoring the calls
closely.
I mean, if you're watching us through YouTube right now, join us on Google Plus. Just type in Brad Knowles or Permanent Fish Finder, and you'll see we're live there, and it's going through a chat room and on G+. And then you can interact with everyone here. The 3 million people that are watching right now.
At least 3 million people that are watching right now.
Yeah.
So you just want to build up your taper. I don't want to put too much dubbing on this. I want to keep the profile pretty slim. I want it to sink.
That Spikey Squirrel stuff is badass.
It's really nice, eh?
It dubs so nice, man. It looks so buggy.
Okay. So somewhere around there, you're going to stop. Right around the, I don't know, 2/3 of the way up. And you're going to wrap your Uni Flexx up for your rib. And if you wanted to, before you wrapped your Uni Flexx up there, you could spike out your squirrel. Can you
spike it after?
Yeah, you can. You can pull out those fibers. But you know what as I've been tying these stoneflies, one of the ways I've been ribbing them is really sort of loosely, and then letting the spiky squirrel come out, and it sort of presents its own rib, kind of like when you do quilled Nymph, right?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I know
Or use a buy it to make your body. Same sort of idea. You can get that same kind of effect. And I usually go for about 5. How many did I get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So 5, 6, somewhere in that area seems to fill the hook. On the small, I was thinking I've been tying these on size 12, so and that's why I've been getting 5. This is a little bit longer of a hook.
No, it's a 10, isn't it?
This is a 10. Yeah, this is, and it's big. Like when you think size 10, it's big for a size 10. So pull your Uni Flexx, pull it off. And basically now all we're going to do is we're going to dub a bit of a collar for it in black, and then finish just with a little bit of the UV. And as Sheridan was saying, you know, you could take and turn this into this whole pattern into a stonefly so quickly. Add some legs, add a bit of thin skin. Something like that.
Perfect.
And now we'll just finish it with a little bit of, and you don't, I think I'm going to put a little bit more. I mean, I don't want too much. It's already got the tail and the bead.
And that's a laser dub?
And this is the UV laser dub. Just adds that little bit of sexiness, shall we say. Oh, I really want to eat you now. You're UV dub.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Tasty.
And you see what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah, you don't want to go too crazy with it. That's for sure. It'll actually start to take away from it for sure. It looks really good.
Yeah, something like that.
Very nice. Malak.
And I'm going to throw in a couple.
I can't believe we didn't get any questions here. We got a lot of silent viewers today.
Well, I think Sean Mooney's from out east, so it's a late show for him, right?
Yeah, I can't remember. I think he's from Maine.
Yeah, so he'd be 3 hours ahead.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Or 4 hours ahead, I think. No, 3 hours. Okay, so there you go.
Give her a roll, man. Let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, man.
That's the way it's gonna ride. Is like this.
Yeah, bada bing, bada boom.
Jig head. You know, as I said, you could spike it out. Where's my spiker? You could, you know, the thorax. Get rid of a little few of these the looser stuff. And there, boom, you got legs.
Good job, Scotty. That's beautiful, man. Let's go and get them. Let's go and get them.
Yeah, so there you go.
And you'd fish this in both lakes and rivers.
Yeah, you know, definitely rivers is definitely where it's going to shine. It's, you know, it's designed for the rivers. It's designed to ride and bounce across the bottom of the river. But yeah, I mean, I've caught the same pattern, minus the tail. Actually, this is the new addition. Is the
hot spot,
the hot tail.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would still, you know, you get fish that are hungry. You know, they're gonna hit it, especially trout, right?
Sure enough. Okay, let's go up top. There it is.
Okay, wow. there you go. It's all done. I mean, I think that was probably a pretty quick tie, maybe 5-8 minutes. I was telling Brad that I have a really nice stonefly that I've been tying, and I was thinking about tying it tonight, but I timed myself last night and I was 22 minutes. 22 minutes. Can you believe that?
That's a long tie.
That is a long tie, but
that's a fly you don't want to lose. I'll tell you right now.
You know, you could shorten it up and you still get the gist of the whole thing. Right now, I'm just after creating, as we talked about, the ultimate ugly, buggy stonefly.
I actually took a few pictures of a couple tributaries to the Lillooet here in Pemberton. One off the Birkenhead and one off the Ryan at stoneflies.
Well, the Lillooet gets huge stoneflies.
The difference between the two rivers in the color and the shape was huge.
Yeah.
So I mean, we always throw those little things out there so people can see the difference. and compare them to your fly box.
Yeah,
and go for it.
Yeah,
man.
well, that's just it. You know,
So
like,
I mean, do your homework. Go roll a few rocks over, man. Get those patterns, get the colors, get the size,
and see what's going on the local river, because yeah, the difference between the size specifically from the Lillooet is huge. I mean, they're huge on the Lillooet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let's get on. I've got another pattern to tie you tonight too. So.
Okay. Well, Scotty Holmes with Big Bad Brad. Friday Night Flies. Until next time. Bang!